This one here, slightly old, I'm not going to hide that, but I'm going to cover it now because it's interesting and it's a good article. Here we go. Johnny Depp. Amber Heard's abuse allegations hurt my kids, and I never even thought about that. You know, the thing is, she says this stuff that's not true, and he gets this backlash. He gets accused of being an abuser, a wife beater, and of course, his kids are going to hear it in the media, in the news. They're old enough to read, have the internet, stuff like that. So I will say this. I don't think Amber Heard's intention was for the kids to get hurt or hear too much about it or something like that. However, because of her, it happened. Let's get into this. And at this time, you know, Johnny's name wasn't like totally cleared, and to be honest, it won't be totally cleared until he actually wins the case, because that's just how some people think. Not surprisingly, Johnny Depp is once again and adamantly denying he physically abused ex-wife Amber Heard in a new interview with British GQ. In fact, the Fantastic Beasts the Crimes of Grindelwald actor suggests that Heard or someone manipulated the various allegations and photo and video evidence that were leaked to the media. The 55-year-old Academy Award-nominated actor also fumes in the interview about how being accused of domestic violence, along with being the subject of a cascade of reports about his massive financial troubles and alleged out-of-control on-set behavior, transformed him from the best approximation of a Hollywood Cinderella into the Beast, or Quasimodo. I said that right, Quasimodo. There we go. So, if you're just getting into this case now, keep in mind that Johnny went through hell about this thing. It wasn't just like, well, she's accusing me, I'll defend myself, we'll go to court. She really hurt his reputation for quite a long time. Most of all, Depp said the consequences of the allegations hurt his two children, Lily Rose Depp, 19, and Jack, 16. Their mother is French model and actress Vanessa Paradis. I could feel people look at me differently because of the accusations towards you, he shared in the interview. And then people start putting things in magazines. He's insane. He needs to take a sanity test. You know, ludicrous stuff. I'm sure it wasn't easy for my 14-year-old boy to go to school. You know what I mean? The Pirates of the Caribbean star said, with people going, hey, look at this magazine, man. What, your dad beats up chicks or something? Why did he have to go through that? Why did my daughter have to go through that? So, yeah, great point. You know, something that didn't even cross my mind in the whole time since I started this case. And like I said before, yeah, 1916, obviously old enough to know 100% what's going on. Meanwhile, the domestic violence allegations haven't gone away and specifically led to fan backlash over his casting in the Harry Potter franchise spin-off Fantastic Beasts the Crimes of Grindelwald, which is due in theaters in November, which has been out of theaters for a long time at this point. Depp told British GQ he's less concerned about how the allegations affect his reputation than about their impact on his family, including how they could hurt his future multi-million-dollar paychecks and his children's financial future. Now, I think he's probably got more than enough money for his kids to live happily and have a good, safe life with a roof over their heads. But I know what he means. It will damage future finances, and that's not fair. So, yeah, like I said, this is one thing that just did not cross my mind, and when Amber Heard did this, it caused a ripple effect that affects everything you do. How you get a job, your family, and like Johnny mentioned, how people look at you. And that's the thing that I don't think a lot of us think about. Not everyone kind of puts themselves exactly in Johnny's shoes and says, well, if I walked around, I went to a cafe, something like that, I go to the dentist, my daily life is affected now. And that didn't quite cross my mind until just now, which is probably one reason he's just so adamant about winning this case, among many other reasons. To us, you know, we probably think of like, you know, the surface facts, the money, the loss of the Jack Sparrow role, things like that. But there's so many little details, like the kids. How do you explain that? What if your kids start to believe some things they're reading in the media? You know, I know they know you, but, you know, after hearing hundreds and hundreds of articles and so many people saying you're guilty, sometimes you just kind of second guess on impulse, you know what I mean? So it can even affect family's judgment, things like that. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this down below. By the way, I have kids, so I could definitely relate to this. And I gotta reiterate, I'm sure it wasn't Amber Heard's intention, but she should have thought about all the other various ripple effects that this could have had. Let's do a shout out. Shout out to Orange Hat Reviews. He's on 379, almost 400 subs. Cool guy. He's been supporting here for quite a long time. Thank you, sir. And if you're not subscribed here, click that subscribe button. I'm doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. Amber, Johnny, doing some pop culture, some sci-fi, whatever I feel like, hacking the internet, ending videos differently almost every time. And this one didn't come out great, but it's not the worst. I've done worse. See you next time.
If you are not subscribed to this channel, The Entertainment Hacker, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now.